Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So many a times I get a very basic question on which is the greatest, malefic planet and which is the most benefic planet in Vedic astrology. And of course, the answer will be amply clear by the end we complete this video. So before we get into the main topic, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the content if you find it useful, and share it with your friends if you think they're going to benefit from this. Okay. Now, when it comes to the greatest malefic, right? And when it comes to the biggest benefic, you have to consider two factors. Okay. The planet itself, and of course, the exaltation point. Okay. So amongst the benefics, Parashara says that Parashara says Jupiter is the greatest benefic, followed by Venus, followed by Moon, and followed by Mercury. Okay, and among the malefics, Parashara mentions four of them. Okay, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and Ketu. And there is a misconception, not regarding the greatest benefic, because most of us are well aware, or it is usually accepted that Jupiter is the greatest benefic. But there is always a debate between which is the greatest malefic. Okay, because all of the four malefics, that means Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and Ketu, they can cause a lot of damage during their dasha periods. Okay, so before we get to understand why Jupiter is called the greatest benefic, you have to understand the logic of what Parashara, of why Parashara says that Jupiter is the greatest benefic. Okay, so as I said, in order to find out the greatest benefic or the greatest malefic, you have to look at the planet itself as well as the sign of exaltation or the point of exaltation. Okay, so the planet itself, you look at all the benefic planets. Okay, Sun, of course, is neither a benefic nor a malefic. It is a cruel planet, which is known as a Krura Graha. Parashara uses the word Krura here. Okay, so if you look at the exaltation points of all the, if you look at the exaltation signs of all the benefics, you have to also look at the quality of the signs. Okay, let's start from the moon. Okay, so the moon exalts in the sign of Taurus, which is a Rajasic sign, because Taurus is ruled by a Rajasic planet called Venus. Okay, similarly, Venus exalts in a Sattvic sign, okay, which is Pisces, but Venus itself is a Rajas Graha. Okay, the moon is a Sattva Graha. The moon is a Sattva Graha. It exalts in the Rajasic sign of Taurus. Venus is a Rajas Graha. It exalts in the Sattvic sign of Pisces. Okay, Mercury is a Rajas Graha. It exalts in its own Rajasic sign of Virgo. Okay, but you look at Jupiter. Jupiter is a Sattvic Graha. Okay, and it exalts in the Sattvic sign of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. Okay, so Sattvic Graha exalting in a Sattvic sign of Cancer. Okay, so this combination of Sattva, the nature of the planet, which is of course Sattva, Jupiter has a Sattva nature to it, and the nature of the sign, which is again Sattvic, because the moon itself is a Sattva Graha. Okay, there are three Sattva Grahas, by the way: Sun, Moon, and Jupiter. Okay, so Cancer itself is a Sattvic sign, and Jupiter itself is a Sattvic planet. So the combination of these two, the planet, the nature of the planet and the nature of the sign, makes Jupiter the biggest benefic. Okay, now coming to the greatest malefic, you see the malefic planets. Okay, all of them are tamasic planets, right? Mars is a tamasic planet, Saturn is a tamasic planet, Rahu and Ketu are both tamasic planets. Okay, now you have to look at the exaltation signs. Okay, so Saturn exalts in the Rajasic sign of Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So Saturn is out of question. And this is going to be a surprise for many, because it's a marketing tactic to fool people in the name of Shani, saying that Shani is the greatest malefic, but actually it is not so. Rahu, it exalts in the Rajasic sign of Virgo, or some would say it exalts in the Rajasic sign of Gemini. Both are ruled by Mercury. Ketu exalts in the Tamasic sign. Ketu exalts in the, in the Sattvic sign of Sagittarius. Okay, Ketu exalts in the Sattvic sign of Sagittarius. So what happens here is we are left with Mars, which is a tamasic planet, and it exalts in the tamasic sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. And not only it exalts in a tamasic sign, it actually exalts in an enemy sign. So what happens here? Mars is a tamasic planet. Capricorn is a tamasic sign, and then Capricorn, Mars and Saturn are enemies. So Mars is not only a tamasic planet that exalts in a tamasic sign, it goes and exalts in an enemy sign. Okay, so it is quite contrary to its nature, isn't it? So what we can come to a conclusion is that Mars is the biggest malefic. It is not Saturn. It is not Rahu. Okay. So I hope this makes it clear, and this puts an end to the numerous debates that that I go through on Facebook forums that I come across as questions when I do consultations. Okay, so Jupiter is the most Jupiter is the most benefic planet. Mars is the most malefic planet of all the Navagrahas. Okay, so that's it from me in this video. It was going to be a short video anyways. If you want to know any more basic concepts, please write them down in the comment section and I'll try to answer them as much as possible. Please leave behind your feedback in the comment section. And if you want a consultation regarding your chart, you're always welcome to reach out at the number given in the description box. All right. So that's it from me in this video. I'll see you soon in yet another video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namaha.